Dartpaw here, and welcome back to Agrovation Farms. So today we are going to hit up field 8 to start with, do a mission on there, and we'll go from there. Let's see how things go. I'm a little late in getting started. I did want to, not field 8, field 7 was what I want actually, not field 8. But I did want to get started a little earlier, but of course I was watching the Iron Bowl, so I'm a little late in getting started. Unfortunately my team lost today, but today was a good game. So right now we're going to head over and see if we're making some money. This farm is absolutely huge. This field is absolutely huge that we're heading over to. It'll keep us busy for a little while anyway, that's for certain. Okay, it's down here. And on the right, I'm going to park the truck back here out of the way. And I believe there is a spraying mission, so let's reduce the map down. Yep, we're going to, oh, it's fertilizer, that's what we're going to be doing. So this mission will give us 116,000. Wow, look at the price of this field, 6.9 million. Be interesting to see how much it reduces after we do this mission. Come on, don't die on me now, game. I can hear the game. Oh, there we go. Now we gotta get going. Come on, pick up the front weight. There we go. So I can see what we're doing with the controls here. There we go. And we're gonna start and just go around this way. Turn the spreader on and off we go. I can't actually see how far that's throwing. Ah, it's going to the edge of the field, good. The only problem is sometimes you can't tell where you're fertilizing. Once I get round you'll be able to spot it, it's darker, but when we get back round to the first point, but the first way around your field sometimes can throw you off, I find. This field is monstrous though. It's the largest field in the game. So cruise control and we'll just roll at that. I know I'm probably a bit too close to this right edge, but I'd rather be close than too far away and not get right to the edge of the field. That's my opinion anyway when doing this spreading work. It's a lot faster going than doing the oh, what do you call it? The combining we done last time round. So I was trying to speak it. See, I'm able to maintain about 20 kilometers per hour, I should say, not 20 miles per hour, 20 kilometers per hour. That's always good. We just keep rolling. Yeah, you can see on the map there's just how large this field is. Huge. I think that's how I'm going to do this series for now. I think because of the size of the fields and that, I think it's more beneficial to do it on live streams, maybe once a week, rather than 30-minute videos where I'd be doing this over and over and over and over. Oh, look at this, there's a little building in this the corner of the field here we're going to have to go around. That's interesting. Strangely placed. Almost looks like the crops growing into the building. Like a little garage or a power out place. Okay, onwards. Round and round and round we go. Where we end up, nobody knows. Good God, this is gonna take a while, but we got plenty of time to do it in, so that's the good thing. It'll keep us busy for a few anyway. By this pond here. I do like this map. The setup of it is really nice. It's open. Even though it's a European location, they're open, quite open, rather than a lot of the cramped European locations. So, because a lot of the farms you can get that people have created are that based on real ones, some of them are really cramped. This one is the complete opposite, which I like. Definitely thinking maybe getting some sheep soon. Start onto some sheep and then go from there. I'm not sure yet. We'll see on what we're going to do livestock wise. Because cows take a bit of work, and I'm still trying to figure out exactly where all the pasture land is for doing the silage and whatnot. So it seems to be a very limited amount for doing silaging work with. So I'll have to check that all out as we go along. Now you see the darkness occurring on the field, showing where I fertilized, so that's good. And come down to this little kind of factory area down through here with the sale points and whatnot, which is kind of handy, kind of close into where we are. Okay. Ticky. All I'm hearing, we're gonna turn down my headset a little because that will drive me crazy rather quickly, that ticking noise. But we're making decent time. We'll soon be making our first complete lap of the field, so that's good. And then we can continue to expand. Yeah, this, I believe when we come around here we're onto the the first side round where we start, one near where we started, so that's good to know. I'll just keep rolling. And of course, as we start to move further into the field each time round, it'll get quicker and quicker going round the field. So it will. And hard left. So that's the other good thing about staying kind of tight to one side of the field, is it's when I make the turns in the corners, it gets right to the edge of the field as I go around the corner. So well, that's my thinking on it anyway. But it's a good way to just relax and just cruise along, spreading some fertilizer. We have the Cowprint Valtra as the mission tractor this time. I do like that tractor. It's quite powerful for what it is. Keeps us moving. Okay. Yeah, we're on the main side now where we started. Up there is where our truck's parked, so we have to keep an eye open for the darker ground coming up, so we can make a turn to the left slightly, step across into the field a bit more, and just keep on rolling. Brittle. This is a big hopper. And it's so nice to see PTOs on things. I get so annoyed sometimes when mod makers make mods and then don't add PTOs. Okay. How are you powering yourself? This game looks so nice though at times. Some of the photographs you can get in this game are awesome. You catch the right time of day with the sunset or the sunrise. Things can look really nice. Okay. Yeah, we're doing pretty decent coverage as well. Little indicator at the top there's scrolling up nicely. Let's say about a sixth at the moment. Way full. So it's not going to take long to actually do this mission field, and then we'll check on our own crop, see how it's doing. It's probably not going to be ready yet, but we can always check. So we should be coming up on our step over to the left here. I'm looking for there it is, the difference in the soil. Wow, this thing's actually got quite a throw on it, because that's the dark ground all the way out there. I never realised it was so wide. Might be worthwhile just picking a line and going up and down it, because otherwise I am going to be getting myself a little confused on where I'm meant to be position wise in the field. I may do that on this back edge here, start going up and down the field and see where we get to with that. Because I'm actually surprised how far out that's spread. Okay, I think we're good sitting here. We'll just go down, turn and come back up, and so on and so forth, back and forth across the field. Let's see how we do with that. I actually wish there was a visual indicator on the map for it. It would make things a little easier. You know, and an actual overlay on the small mini map there. But unfortunately not. Unfortunately not. Okay. Just come down on the left hand side of this building this time and then turn around and come back up this side again. That should give us pretty decent field coverage each time we do that. Make our turn. Turn too much. I've lost where I'm meant to be. Ah, there we go. I think we're doing a better run this time. I can see my old tire tracks, so that helps a bit. I'm getting lined up for making our runs up and down this field. Onwards. Yeah, I think this is the best option for me at the moment. Otherwise we'd have issues. I know I'm still getting some overlap on the field, but this works. As we rumble down here, I'll make a turn at the end. Should be coming up any time now. Looking for the change. Actually probably in the change already, but we'll get right in there and then we'll spin round hard and line up on our track side like so. There we go. Yeah, that's a lot easier doing this way. God damn it. Seriously. Windows bugging me again with pick a time to do an update. Did this last week when I was doing my my live stream as well. It's like, oh, stop it. Leave me alone. The one thing I have a slight issue with the Windows is it gets a little over intrusive sometimes on letting you know it needs to do an update or that. It can be a little over the top. That's Windows 10, by the way, not. Other than that, I do like it. It's a good operating system. I've not had any real issues with it, apart from it notifying me on things. And down to the edge of the field here, and we'll turn them back around and head back up the field. There we go, we're on a good line there. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Yeah, I think we're getting good coverage. It looks like our bar's filling up at a decent speed, so that's the main thing. As we roll along. They do need to add something though that, helps, apart from the dark soil, something on the mini-map or something to help indicate where you've been spreading. Otherwise it gets just a little off, a little confusing. I know I can go into the main map of the farm and look at the overlays there for how much I've fertilized and whatnot, but that's just a little annoying to have to step away from the game to do that all the time. And this will bring us down to this end here. I'll make another turn back towards the other direction. Give ourselves good spacing. Keep on rolling. I'm thinking another time or two up and down will be about a quarter of the way through the field, which isn't bad. Make sure things go nice and smooth. As I say, I do like the Vulture tractors. I have driven them before. They're pretty good to drive, pretty comfortable. That's one thing for certain. They are pretty comfortable to sit in for an extended period. I've never seen a cow print myself, but I like the idea of it being done in the dairy cow style. That's quite comical. A nice little touch. Okay. Another up and down done. I actually think I may be in an area I've already fertilised. It's hard to tell. Okay, there we go. I've got zoomed out nicely now. so we can actually get a feel for how I need to line up. There we go, that's better. Okay, I can work from this angle. As crazy as that seems. Missed a little slither up there, but I don't think that'll do any harm. Area kind of all over the place. I'm not fertilizing this time round. I should have been using the top down loop from the beginning, to be honest. They made things a little easier, but meh, we'll just keep on rolling like this. Spreading some fertilizer, making the money. Okay, we should be coming up on a turn in a minute, I believe, and we'll head back up the field again. What everyone's up to, they're probably all watching college football tonight. Oh, the field dove off to the left there a bit. Okay, here's our turn. We'll get round and head back down the field again. Just try and keep an eye on the dark edge as we go. And maximize our coverage as best as we can. As we roll along. There we go. Feels pretty optimal to me. Only it was one of the big liquid sprayers or something, that would make things worlds better on knowing exactly where we are, because when you turn you can actually just about pivot on the one end of your sprayer arm because of the length of them. Makes for easy positioning, I find anyway, myself personally. It's a little bit more complex. Also helps I was never driving in a straight line apparently. Or it doesn't help, I should say, to start with. Because I was following the field edge and then I kind of echoed that out further and further across the field. So it was kind of going all over the shop. Okay, I'm just gonna try and straighten this out a little bit as we come down here. By taking a tighter route on that corner, it kind of takes a bit off the edge. There we go, we're coming into the turn area, and turn. Nice. Very nice. We head back up the field again. Spreading away as we go. And this time round we should hit a quarter of the field covered in fertilizer. Okay, I'm just gonna keep it straight at the moment, try and take this edge off a little bit as I come up here. That'll help straighten things out, or hopefully straighten things out a bit. I mean, we're just going up and down in straight lines and try and minimize the amount of turns we're making as we go. Okay, we're gonna have to turn just a little now. There we go. Perfect. Let's hold this line now all the way up through. Minor course adjustments as we go. I believe we'll go right past the corner of the fence and then have to turn, so that's not a big issue. Yeah, we're gonna miss a chunk, but I can always come back and get it if I need it to complete the field. There we go. We'll turn to the right up here and yep, there we go, we're into the turn zone. Turning now. There's a line back up neatly. Like so. And just steadily chew our way up the field. Keeping ourselves pretty much in a straight line now. I kind of straightened out the whole field thing as we were going along there, so it should make it easier to spray the field as we go. Can't believe that's only a quarter of the field. When you think how much up and down we've done on this already. Kind of crazy, to be honest. Now I will be starting a logging series very shortly. I've got some ideas on it. I'm just looking for a suitable map to use. I'm not entirely sure what map I want to use just yet. There's a couple I'm looking over and getting ideas from, so we shall see what we end up using. One of them's called the interior. Can't remember what the other one I was looking at was called, but it was a bigger map, so it'll be interesting to see what we come up with for those. Okay. And I will be using the sawdust mod when I am doing my logging videos, because I love that mod. I love the idea of creating sawdust and wood chips while you're using the chainsaw. And Round we go again. We're doing good. We are doing very good. We're past the quarter way mark already. Oh, and I'm off course because I'm leaving a gap running up the field. There we go. That's just back on course now. It looks like it's probably going to take us 2 hours to fertilise this field roughly, maybe a little less as we go along, which isn't too bad to be honest. Isn't too bad at all. And there is smaller fields I want to take a look at as well after we've done this, that may be in our buying range actually. I may be able to pick up another field or two for the farm that have crops growing on them already, and that would be beneficial to say the least. Also it'd be interesting to see how much this field drops in price after we finish this mission. It was 6.9 million before we do the mission, so it'll be interesting to see how much it drops. As we start to progress our way through doing various missions for the farmer that owns it. We're soon going to be doing just about the long diagonal across the field at this rate. I kind of missed that much though in the field, otherwise it would, I think it'd be more obvious if I'd missed huge chunks of the field. God knows. Oh, mind you, I think the field's wider at the bottom end, to be honest, now that I think about it. So that's probably why we're only just past quarter way on the marker, and thinking we're like halfway across the field. We're not exactly, because there's more field at the bottom end than there is at the top end. Okay, and that's us lined up again to make a run back down the field. Ticky. Kind of noise that would drive you crazy if you had to listen to it day in, day out. I know it would drive me crazy. Okay, so actually I want to have a quick look at this here. Oh yeah, there's a lot to this field that I've not even touched yet. When you actually see this, it's like, good God. Well, we've not actually missed too much, so we're actually doing pretty decent on getting it fertilized. Okay, keep going. Daylights are burning. We gotta keep our wheels a turning. hell? I'm just gonna let it keep going in a straight line at the moment. You know, it's sitting quite close to the spray line there. I'm hoping to be able to really kind of straighten out things, because we keep meandering. I'm going to leave another clear patch, but we can always come back and finish it up properly. As we come up here, I feel happier with just nice straight lines in total. Makes my life easier. So it does. And should be coming up on the turning zone very shortly. There we go, we're coming into it next. Come on. Underlay, tractor, underlay! Well, the good news is I'm getting my recording studio on Monday. The bad news is I won't be into it for a month or two, because I have to get it all wired, insulated, sheetrocked. It's gonna take a bit of time. Okay, I'm gonna cut back round again. But once I'm into the studio, I will be live streaming 3 times a week. I think that's what my goal is. To go for 3 times a week, and that way I can bring you the farming simulator, I can bring you logging series easily. Probably bring some American Truck Simulator in there. Plus other games as well on the live streams. And then on top of all that, we'll have just various videos that I do during the week. The Mod Shot series, the Grand Tour series. I'm going to be doing more maps soon. I've got a couple I'm looking over at the moment to do videos on. So, and some various other games I've got to do stuff on as well in the near future. New series is to start and whatnot. All kind of starting to fall into place. And you guys have been absolutely awesome so far. I mean, 506, 507 subscribers, somewhere about there already. It's brilliant. Let's say my goal would be, well, my wish would be to reach 1,000 by Christmas. I doubt we will, but we can give it a go. That'd be great if we could reach there. But anything, any good numbers before now, before Christmas would be amazing. So spread the word, let people know that we're here. Come and join us. I'm working with more and more modders to bring more videos to the channel. If you're a modder yourself, please contact me. I definitely want to do mod shots of your publicly released mods. Let me know and I will get in touch with you. That's what Zen Master did. Tomorrow I'll be reviewing the 3rd mod from him so far. Nearly all the way to the top of the field. We'll make another cut back in a second here. Even another kind of thin strip, I know, but it's not an issue. Okay. Keep on rolling. That's the great thing about the cruise control and then me straightening up the field. Yeah, I know I'm going to have these little bits I have to go back and fill in probably, but I can take my hand off the keyboard and give my fingers a rest now and again. The only problem with arthritis, I cramp up sometimes in the extended play sessions. But we're doing good. We are doing very good. At this rate, we'll have a nicely fertilized field in no time flat. Or hopefully anyway. In no time flat. Wow. Talk about thinking I was going in a straight line last time, and I must have been adjusting the tractor's course a little bit more than what I thought. Oh well. Not a biggie. Just roll back down here and then turn back up again, and we'll get another slice at it. And we should be coming up on the edge of the field and make our turn. Any time now. There's the edge. And turn. That should be good. From what I'm seeing anyway. There's a slight adjustment to the left, and we'll just keep rolling at that. Or to the right slightly. There we go. I think we're looking good, to be honest. Tractor is getting really dirty. We're doing this. All the equipment's getting really dirty. Well, these are pretty decent lines we've got now going, I think. As long as we don't drift too much away from the edge, I think we should be good. Wow. We have a long way to go, people. just going to keep us really busy. Running up and down the field spreading fertilizer. I don't know why, but I feel really tired, which is not good. Not when I just an hour into a live stream. Well, not even an hour yet. I'm only 50 minutes in. I might take a quick break at the hour mark and grab something caffeinated to drink, because I'm probably going to need it. What will it be after this run up the field here? I'm not sure, it's taking a couple of minutes I think only just to get back and forwards across the field, so we'll play it by ear. Wow. I actually expected a few more people to come in and visit the stream already, but it's been quiet. I guess everyone's watching ball games, to be honest. Because tonight is the big college night. A lot of the bowls have decided tonight, aren't they? So I'm trying to compete against that. Not a chance. Not a chance. And we're keeping on cutting. Not cutting, spread. Just show you how tired I'm feeling. So like, by pulling out like this, it's easier to actually see the the ground that we're spraying and whatnot, and the lines ahead. Wow, we are drifting way off again. I don't understand this bottom edge. Every time I come down here, it just seems to cut across all of a sudden. I don't understand it. Ah well, not too bad. I'm just gonna let it do its thing. Okay, we're nearly there, nearly to the turn point. There we go, pretty decent that time. Okay. So yeah, we got kind of big area there. We'll probably have to fill in a couple of smaller areas here and there that we've missed. But I am going to pause the game and I will be back in a couple of minutes, people. And we're back. Continuing with this field. Okay. Well, we're making decent time here. Nearly at the halfway point on having the field done anyway. Thank God. This will drive you crazy quickly. I do want to, once we got this done, I have to look at how much we reduced the price on this field, and also want to have a look at the price of the smallest fields that are available, because this should give us, put us in the region of having near 400,000 after we finish this, so that'll be a good boost to our money. I'm not really sure what crop this is we're spraying on, or spreading fertilizer on, I should say. Nope. Stop drifting. There we go. I'm not sure if it's a train or something that's causing the tractor to meander slightly. It's kind of hard to tell sometimes. Bring up the little map again, that's always handy to have, just to see how close we are getting to the edge and making our next turn. There we go. And about to make our turn in 3, 2, 1, turn. There we go. Across like so. We're kind of close in there, but no, we're not too bad. Kind of minor adjustments, that'll get us on our course. Back across the field. Hauling in the, well, not hauling in, but spreading out the fertilizer on this monstrous field. Slow process, even with large equipment, but it is a large field, so it takes time. But makes us the money. That's the game. Make your money. Buy the fields. Keep expanding. Eventually this field will be mine. Not right now, not when it's 6.9 million to buy. That's for certain. But hopefully doing this job will bring it down a chunk. I'm not entirely sure what the percentage drop is each time. I think it varies, so it does. Valtra makes weird noises now and again. But It's constantly, it almost sounds like it's constantly running its air brakes on and off. Here it was often just and coming up on our turn at the end of the field here. Apparently I still not managed to get a proper straight line going yet. I can't seem to, with the shape of the field, that keeps throwing me off every time I turn, which is weird. Maybe I can get lined up better this time when we turn. Coming down into this edge, hard round, look for the tire tracks, try and parallel the tracks. Okay, we're looking pretty good on being parallel to the tracks as we go along here. Just have to feel it out as we go. There we go, pretty much. We're not getting the biggest spread on the one side, but at least we're pretty straight on the field. Maybe eventually we'll get a proper straight line going. Got to watch, because it definitely feels like the tractor's meandering. If I'm not careful when I'm watching what I'm doing of that, it'll actually start to kind of skew about the field. I have no idea why. Unless of course it's like half the real tractors I've driven where they've got more than like 3 inches of play in the steering wheel. That's so much fun driving on the roads with the tractor like that. I mean, literally 3 inches, you turn the steering wheel 3 inches to the left or 3 inches to the right and nothing happens. It's not very much fun when you're on a 2-lane road with traffic coming towards you. You don't want to be meandering badly. Oh. Oop. Make a little bit of a turn there, because that's, for some reason the tractor on my previous pass made a turn at that point. And there we go. Now we're lined up. No one talking to me tonight. These are coming in and going back out, but not talking to me. And down we come. I'll make a 180. 3, 2, 1, yay. Line back up again with the tracks. Ah, there is. We do take a sharp right turn up there. That's what it is. It's been happening. Okay, we can work with this as we go along. Because once we make that turn, things are pretty straight, so you've got to remember the turns there each time. So that should be us pretty much on track. Maybe back a little to the left. And just keep on rolling. There we go. Nice and smooth. So what I may do tonight, depending on the time once I get done with this, I may do a second stream. I'm not entirely sure. I might do one tomorrow night. I'll play things out when things are done here. If I do a second stream, it'll be on the logging map. I'm not entirely sure yet. So I do have to record a couple of videos as well, so just a case of playing things by ear, getting things sorted out. Now what I'm thinking of for my streaming schedule in the future will be Tuesdays, Thursdays and Saturdays, because most people seem to do Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays. So I was thinking about doing those days and kind of offset what most people do on live streams. But closer to that and getting that schedule set, I'll ask you guys what you think, what you would like to see. Back up the field we go. Yeah, we're about the halfway mark now. This line should do it for the halfway mark. Keep on keeping on. Everything coming into play quite nicely actually. I wish the tire tracks would last longer as well, to be honest. At least I've not got crop destruction on, that would be a little annoying, to be honest, to put up with. As we roll up here, cruise control on, just keep on rolling. Oh, now one of the jobs I used to do on the farms was build dry stone walls. That was as a contractor. I did that. Started out as my father's company and then mine and my brother's. It was interesting work, especially when, you know, you ask the farmer for a load of rock and he brings you the roundest stone you've ever seen and he expects you to build a wall out of it. It's like, no, we need stone with flat sides. That's all we've got. Okay. I'm trying to get money out of farmers sometimes. Ugh. Drive you nuts. I mean literally. They drive you nuts. They're sitting there, they just bought brand new cars, brand new tractors and whatnot, and they go, oh, we can't afford to pay you. What? Get your checkbook out. You're paying me. Or I'll go take the wall back down. Oh. Crazy. The worst one was one farm we worked on. We built this nice wall for them around the edge of the field. Now the field boundaried a different farm. The different farm was a dairy farm. And of course the dairy farm kept putting their cows in the field next to our wall. Well, the farmer on our side that we built the wall for originally, he liked to keep his bulls in that field. 7 of them. And well, when the cows went into heat, the bulls would get frisky and get into fights, and they would just plough straight through the stone wall. Now you think, yeah, stone wall, it's going to stop. No, it's not much going to stop a bull when two of them are fighting and pushing against each other and whatnot. They will flatten anything in their path. Absolutely crazy. Year after year we'd have to go back and patch holes in that wall where the bulls went through it. Even with an electric line along the top of the wall, the bulls would just punch right through. Didn't stop them. Not fun. And of course then they'd expect us to go into the field while the bulls are there and work. Like, yeah, right. Those bulls are not friendly. Worst bull I've been around though was it was actually a dairy bull, and it had a chain running from the ring in its nose to the ground, and the whole point of that chain was if it started to charge, it would step on the chain and stop itself. And we had to work in the same field as it. I remember sitting in the tractor eating lunch, and the bull decided to come over towards the tractor and scratch itself against the tractor, literally lifting the back wheels off the ground as it was scratching. Like, yeah, get rid of that bull, please. I don't trust it. I don't trust it in the slightest. But nope. We wouldn't put it into another field, so we had to work the frigging possible killer bull in the field. Never fun. Never fun at all. Okay, we're now officially halfway through the field. Yay! Got to make better time now as well. Now I've got the kind of run straightened out a little bit, making better time up and down the field. Certainly. A lot of fertilizer going down. Well, that was the other one. We were cementing the tops of the wall, and that was the other crazy story we had when doing the walls. We would cement the tops of the walls in and working away. Well, farmer sent one of their workers out with a fertilizer spreader on the back of their tractor. It was a pellet fertilizer, it wasn't slurry based, thank God. And drove past, sent them to the field we were working in, and they just kept driving past us. Oh my God, you don't know pain until one of those drives past you within 10 feet spraying. It's It's like being in a sideways hailstorm. Freaking idiots. Also, it didn't help the cement we were putting on the walls. It was full of freaking pock marks from where the fertilizer stuck. And then when the rain hit afterwards, it dissolved the fertilizer and left all these pock marks, which they complained about. And it wasn't our fault. It was their fault. But anything to complain about. But one thing I always learned about working with them over the years, we'd always find something to complain about. Okay, hard round. Lined back up again. Looking good. And just keep on spreading. Oh. Okay. We're making decent time, to be honest. We're past the halfway point. A good way now, so that's good to know. In the case of rolling on through and getting this field finished out. I'm actually looking forward to doing some work in my own fields. That's why I want to buy some more, so I actually have more fields to work on, get things going better that way. But we shall see how things go. I want to close the map down again. I keep doing that when I'm not I don't even notice I do it either. I'll close it down and I'll forget to open it back up again. See, there we go, we've drifted off again. I don't get it. Don't get why it's happening. But I'm just gonna let it come down here and finish out the run, and we'll make our turn. Now it's spreading back out again, so God knows what's happening. Okay, there we are. We're on quite a decent line here now. Let's follow this edge and all will be good. I'm not even sure what I'm going to plant next in my fields. I have to figure that out as well. Plenty to choose from. that's for sure. Okay. Nice and steady. I'm almost tempted to go around the edge again, but I don't want to. Better to do the back and forwards, I think. Mind you, we've been steadily cutting this shorter and shorter. Which is a good thing, that's for certain. Nearly back across the field again. Okay. Nice and steady. There's the kink back. Make sure we stay relatively tight to the edge. That's nice. Then here into this point. Make her turn back. At least that's not that far now, that turn back. Seems to be getting less and less each time, so always good to know. It's just a case of slowly heading across the field. Making our adjustments as we go. Oh. We're getting there. We are nice and steadily getting there. I still feel like I want to go around the edge a couple of times just to shrink the field a bit. Might be worthwhile doing this time round. When we get over to our turn point. That might be what I'm going to do this time round. I'll just drive around the field a couple of times. Kind of bring the edge in a bit. Because we still have quite a bit of the bottom edge down here to get taken care of. That's why I'm thinking about just going round a couple of times, make the runs back and forward shorter. And give me a little wider turning area at each end as well. Okay. Let's follow this edge. So, yeah, this is going to be beneficial, I think, anyway. Go around a couple of times like this anyway before we start doing the diagonal cuts again. To build up the headland a bit. God, when you're zoomed out this far and looking down, you just see how tiny of an area we're actually spreading against to do what we're doing. Quite comical when you see it like this. Okay. Looking decent. Honestly, looking pretty decent. I'm not even sure whereabouts up here I need to cut back at. Somewhere on the main edge, so I'll see the coloration change anyway. That's for certain. As we come in round on this edge. With this overlap I'm using, it's certainly making sure there's a good coating of fertilizer over everything. Almost getting double fertilized. To be honest. Whoop. Hard turn. Okay, so it's somewhere up here. Actually, I think it's that tree up there is where we've got to turn. I think that's where the rough point is. I need to spin round it. And go back across the field. And come back up round again. Or we 180 and go back round this edge. That's another option. Keep doing that for a few times. Back and forwards. Okay. One of these little trees up here. We should notice the coloration change come in from the left though as we approach the cut back. Or we should do anyway. Well, that's the first tree. coming up to the second tree now. There's a whole bunch of them. Could have been any one of them. What was that? Isn't the second tree? Oh, it was roughly the second tree. Okay, hard round. And back down we go. I've decided I'm going to do it this way for a bit. Follow the edge, it'll take out a chunk. Quite effectively. Yeah, it's very quiet tonight on this channel. I've only had 5 or 6 views. Anyway. I'm guessing everyone's busy. Watching the ball games. Okay, there we go. I just wish I had a larger throw in the fertilizer spreader. Do it to cover more area at once would be nice. But this will pay off going back and forwards like this. It'll give me quite a good coverage area, bit by bit. Eventually we will be done. Okay. Wasn't quite as steep a turn as I was expecting. For some reason I thought it was a crazy turn to the left, and it isn't. And back across we go. I need to do a live mod show at some point. That'd be interesting to try doing. Get together with Lambo and Rico and see if I get a bunch of mods together and do a live mod shot. Ideas. Okay. Now heading back up to where we've been cutting across the field at, and we'll just 180 again when we get to that point and head back around the map. Funny is, I don't know what it is about this quarter here, but it almost always seems to feel like it's the longest quarter. The final quarter seems to go by quite quickly. The first and the second, not too bad either, but this third one is just insane. Seems to take forever to fill up. Oh. With my eyes being slightly tired as well, it doesn't help trying to read the difference between fertilised and not fertilised soil. Throws you off perception wise. Or so I find anyway myself. It's almost like the game could do with a contrast adjustment or something. Yeah, we're getting there. Nice and steady. There we go, we're starting to get towards the 3/4 full mark now, thank God. It's actually going to be interesting to see how much of the field actually ends up being covered with fertilizer when it actually classifies it as 100% done. It certainly won't be the entire field. It never is with this game for some strange reason. When you're doing the missions, it never classifies as 100% when it's, well, it classifies 100%, but it's never 100% the field. And along we go. This time round we should just about wipe out that little dog leg we had on the far end here, which will be good. Nice. Oop. Sure, make a turn. Otherwise we're going to end up wasting fertilizer because we'll just end up driving at the wrong angle. Which would be bad. Would be really bad. We're coming up on our next turn point in a minute. I honestly wonder how much fertilizer it actually takes to fertilize this field, because I think it'd take more than 20,000 litres to fully fertilise this field. Just used to the sheer size of it. Hell, just thinking of the seed that's going to go into seeding this field. Okay. Yoink. And back along we go. Certainly, gonna be worth the money that we make from this, and that's the whole goal of doing these missions: make money and reduce the cost of the fields. So we can buy more fields. Buy our fields. They're ridiculously huge amounts of money. Okay. The other thing we should actually is starting to make this turn a lot quicker each time as well. Every time we come down here we're taking another chunky route. Should be coming up any time now. So it should. There it is. We are getting further and further across the field. Which is always good. As we shrink things down. Dum-de-dum. Oh Lord. This would drive you crazy. I swear. Oops. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna backtrack on this section right now. Do a bit back and forwards here. We can make the field a little shorter each time. It's the best idea. Little short runs for now. Keep things moving rather than just round and round and round we go. turn. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Then this way we've taken a chunk off the bottom edge of the field as well. Making it all good in the neighbourhood. You know, there's so much they could add to Farming Simulator 19. Like, they could do you want to go GMO, do you want to go organic, and whatnot. You know, there's a lot they could add to the game and make it really quite interesting. Apart from adding more machinery and whatnot, they could add in a lot more options on how you want to run the farm and that, what you, whether you want to do, as I say, organic farming or whatnot. So certainly would be interesting. That's the way I'm looking at it anyway. There's quite a few little options there alone without going into other things that could be easily added, and then take a look at what some of the modders have created as well. That would be interesting for additions to the game as well. Like the surprisingly popular construction stuff for starters. Amazing how popular being able to actually build things onto your farm, even it being a bridge, you know, how popular that has been with people. So why not add something like that to the game? Allow us to build our farm sheds and things. I think that'll be a nice touch. And give us ground deformation, please. We really need ground deformation. Oh. Okay. Well, we're past the 3/4 way done mark, which is nice to see. Now, we just need to keep on rolling like this, and we will be there in no time. Thank God. Because this will drive you crazy really quickly. I may try and avoid doing spraying missions in the future on a huge field like this. I mean, it's literally making my eyes boggle. Just trying to keep an eye on where I am and where I sprayed. This is not fun. Not fun in the slightest. Okay. Where are we in? Where's the cutback? The cutback's a lot further across. We've actually got a kind of dead area there we've missed. That's okay. If we need it, we can get it. And back across we go. Once more. Steadily taking this stripe by stripe and doing not bad job at it. As I say, when it comes to spraying or fertilizing like this, I'm not the best at it, I admit that. I usually end up being too close on one side with my spraying. But I'm not too worried about it. I've got plenty of time to do the mission and get the money made. So I'll still get a decent bonus for time taken. That's one thing for certain. I'm sorry about the vibrations happening. It's people walking past me. Oh, and another turn coming up. So okay, that's a decent swath I'm taking this time. Actually, I got the turn pretty decent. I can just get the line right, it should be good. Of course, I'm not getting the line right, I'm drifting towards the already spread area. There we go, kind of straightened ourselves out a bit now. Right. We will be done very soon, which I'm happy about. Not quite as bad as the combining mission. It took over 3 hours to combine one field. Yeah. The quote sideshow Bob. Okay. Hi Cyber. It's going okay. I'm driving myself crazy doing some fertilizing this week. So I am. Fortunately, we're nearly done on the fertilizing. How's it going with you? Damn. Yawning my head off here. I don't know why. It's been quite quiet tonight. Nowhere near a number of people bouncing in and out like we did have last week. But we've had a few. That's a good idea. I wish I could set a worker to do this, but of course there's a mission. Good God, 6 real hours? That must be some size of field you're doing. Hmm? Oh, wow. I was already in my turn area. I didn't even notice. 2 tanks of gas, yeah. Yeah, keep them busy. That's actually something I've not messed with in the game yet. Even though I've done a lot of forestry and that, I've never actually messed with the poplars. What is it they give you when you harvest them? Is it wood chips, or is it actual timber? Yeah, I'm looking to start up doing a forestry series again as well. I used to do one and I'm gonna get back into doing it again. I enjoy doing the forestry in the game. Just try to decide on the map I want to use. A couple of different ones I'm looking at, so have to see which one I end up choosing. Good God, in the snow. You're crazy. I bet it is. Does the snow in the seasons mod really affect grip and all the rest, or it's not something I've not tried messing around with the seasons mod yet, to be honest. I've been looking at it as a possibility of something to use. That and a repair mod. Although I believe Seasons has a repair mode built into it, doesn't it? It's things... it's things like the Seasons mod and you know, repair mods and things like that, the Sawdust mod. Giants really needs to take a look at them and incorporate them into the next farming simulator. Oh, fun. But yeah, a lot of that stuff, it really needs to be incorporated into 2019, because it would just really add to the game. But we can always hope. Ground deformation would be a nice one to have as well. Some construction elements, being able to, you know, get the materials and build their own barns and whatnot would be nice. So So many options that could be added to the game. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Kind of sucks that way. The more money we save them as well, because they don't need to get licenses to add the mods. Oh, that would be awesome. Yeah, throw in the seasons mod in there. So the field, if it's dry weather, the fields and whatnot are dry. If you've got wet weather and you're constantly driving through the same areas, the ground will deform and tear up. Oh, that would be amazing. I'd love to see something like that. Just like real life. If you've ever driven a tractor in the wet ground, you know how easy it is to get stuck, even in something as beastly as a tractor. I sunk a 4-wheel drive tractor up to its axles in a peat bog before, which was fun, trying to get it back out. Yeah, and it's highly unlikely they'll ever get John Deere added, because John Deere has its own game brand. So it's a rather pathetic game, but they do have their own game brand, and I doubt they'll ever license to any outside company. But as you say, there's thousands of them, both public and private. Yeah. Oh Lord. This field is going to be the death of me. Fortunately, nearly complete. Model A, good God. That's crazy. Yes, I've downloaded it. It's a bit of fun. I haven't had much time to mess with it lately, but I'm hoping to get some tomorrow. Check it out better. Thank you for sending, mate. finger cramp. Oh. I've got one guy on my YouTube channel. He is at the moment constantly badgering me to do a review of the mouse steering mod, and I have told him I refuse to green bottom plough. No, he's on my YouTube channel. Yeah, I know the green bottom plough in the game, yes. Yeah, I know the one you mean. Is there about a 30-second delay on the chat? I'm guessing it is. I'll have to try that out. Definitely. Yeah, I was saying I've got a guy in my channel. He's been constantly badgering me on and off for the past week. He wants me to do the, review of the mouse steering mod. I will not do it. I've told him I will not do it. I cannot stand mouse steering in games. The mouse is for looking. The keyboard or the steering wheel or joystick or controller, whatever, is for driving with. Plain and simple. Nothing worse than mouse steering. I've tried it before and okay, another strip to go. Oh no, not Lambo. No, not Lambo. Lambo's a cool guy. Now there's a guy that just follows me on my channel. He's just constantly leaving messages on random videos. Exactly. No, me and Lambo are in like a business partnership almost going now. I actually I'm an editor on his website, and between me and the squad we get access to all his mods before they're even released, to do reviews, previews, etc. on all his mod work and that. And the team's growing. We've taken a few other modders under our wing now as well, so things coming from Lambo should be starting to pick up soon. Lambo himself is actually out at sea at the moment fishing, so he's not actually been around to do any of his custom stuff. He's got a whole bunch of helicopters he's going to be releasing once he gets back. He's been doing and programming them in his spare time while he's out at sea. So It'll be interesting to see what he comes up with. Yeah, as I say, it became an interesting partnership, the way things are going and whatnot. So it's a bit like, oh, I know, I've looked into it and it's like, oh my god, all it's the XML, you know, programming language, learning all that is just, I've got too much to do with my time. To be honest. Yeah. There is guides out there and whatnot, but even then, some of them don't make sense. Some of them, you know, contradict others. It just kind of melted my brain. So I stay clear of it, let Lambo and that take care of that. I know he's wanting to get them released as soon as possible, but as I say, he has been at sea, so his time is limited. That's how he makes his money, is he does fishing. He's actually fishing at the moment off of the coast of California, getting swordfish and opah and things like that. Yeah, well, let me know if you do make a map. Once it's complete, let me know. I'll definitely do a grand tour video of it for you. So and get it out there, get it known, because we're looking, you know, I'd do a grand tour and then I'd also do a blog post on it, and the blog post goes up on the Lambo site, as you know. Well, this month here we're looking at hitting about 200,000 views in a month. Not bad for a website that was only created a year ago. That's what has annoyed a few other mod makers and whatnot out there, that Lambo has got up and going only within the last year, and we're getting so many views on the site. You know, his mods are being very popular. Like his construction mod, the bridge construction mod pack he done, there's nothing else really like it out there, and it is really popular even today. It's absolutely insane how many people actually download it. All in one. That'd be interesting. That would be interesting. Oh, come on, we've got to be getting there now. Can't be much more left to fertilise on this field. That'd be interesting. Dirt to sand. Ideas like that are different. Yeah, sugarcane and the potatoes. So there's another thing. I'm actually gonna have to As many GPs as you can handle. Yeah. Irrigation is another thing that falls down in this game. You know, there's no irrigation systems that I've ever seen. That'd be a nice thing to have added in the future as well. The plants need rain, or you have to pipe water into the fields. Ideas like that keep bouncing around in my head. Hell, I've got an idea for a type of farming that's never been done in the game as well, and I'm looking at getting a whole bunch of 3D models made for it, for starters, because it needs a whole bunch of custom machinery that isn't in the game and has never been made for the game. It'll require a completely custom map made as well, so I'll see how it goes with that. An irrigation mod, yeah. It never seemed to make it up to 15. I mean 17, which is a shame. But yeah, if I can get the models and whatnot made and then get them scripted into mods and the map made, that'll be awesome. Even the map will require a whole bunch of custom models, so but it'd be kind of cool to bring an entirely new type of farming to Farming Simulator. That's what I think anyway. Ugh. Can't have much more to go, surely. I thought I seen a whole bunch of sugarcane equipment earlier on that you don't need to buy the DLC for. I'm trying to think which group it was in. If it was Different Breed or Anarchy, I'm not entirely sure. Someone had it posted up somewhere on Facebook, so still in planning. Damn it, I wish I could remember where I seen that. Which group I seen it in. I know I seen it somewhere, what you're talking about. And it wasn't just a harvester, it was a whole bunch of stuff. And it takes time to get things right. I laugh at these people that think that a mod's made overnight. There's another modder. He's been sending me mods to do mod shots on and that now. Zen Master he's called, and he's actually happy because when I do my mod reviews, if I find a problem with the mod, I'll actually talk about the problem, you know what I mean, let them know. And he's really happy that I'm doing this, giving him an honest opinion on his mods. He's going in and working on fixing the problems that I am finding. So it's awesome that I'm able to do that for a modder, and the modder's actually willing to listen to me. Because some people in this community it's like, yeah. I've heard some crazy things happening. Especially in some groups. Like I was in the original farming simulator group, the one that had like 25,000 people signed up to it. And one day the guy that actually ran it just took a hairy fit and booted everyone in the group. And I'm like, I sign on and I was like, where'd the group go? I actually messaged him asking why I was banned, and he told me he'd had enough, he was getting rid of the group. I honestly, you know, he could have handed the group over to someone else to manage, to be honest. Well, it's certainly coming through fine. How's the video coming through on your phone? Is it good quality or on an unrelated note? Oh yeah. It certainly is. And that's part of what Different Breed, Lambo, myself and a few others are working on, is to try and bring the community back to what it was, where modders would share their mods because they loved what they were doing and that, and people weren't constantly either trying to steal their mods or whatnot. I know we're talking basically a losing proposition on a lot of that, but it'd be nice even if we could bring part of that back to the way it used to be. Because saving your data. Hey, still 144p, that's not too bad a quality. Especially seeing I'm just doing this top down view on this field at the moment just to see where I'm spreading the fertilizer. But yeah, it's kind of crazy the way the community has gone. Yeah, so have I. I've seen a lot of stolen mods over the time. But that is where it comes down to. I see in that case it's like, well, if you didn't want your private mods stolen, why did you put it on, you know, have it on your server and then invite a whole bunch of strangers onto your server which have to download your mods to be able to play on your server? You're going to end up with your mods stolen, so It's as simple as that, to be honest. If you don't want your private mods stolen, don't make them, put them into a place where someone has to download them to play on something you're playing. Yeah, that's good at least. Oh, we're so close to being done on this field. Thank goodness. Two hours and 40 minutes of spraying fertilizer. I swear, I'll be lying sleeping tonight and I'll be making ticking noises in my sleep. Yeah. Well, if you create the map and that, put it up on Mod Hub. I definitely recommend, you know, once you get it to a good enough level, put it up on Mod Hub and go from there. You know, give it plenty of testing and whatnot beforehand, but Phoenix Feather Outcast Posse? Oh, I've not looked at them. I'll have to look them up and see what their stuff's like. But yeah, once you do go public with it, I would definitely recommend putting it on Mod Hub, Modland and Lambo websites, and that way once they're on there, you know, you're guaranteed at some point someone's going to come along and re-upload it under under their name, or as in there's one guy, he's got, some people say he's got a bad rep. You've probably seen him on Modland. He goes by the name John Dare. He'll re-upload mods. He'll find mods on other sites and re-upload them on Modland. But the guy is pretty honest. He does give full credits where, you know, where there's credits available. So, well, that's cool. Yeah, it's something I need to set up, is Discord. I need to get a Discord channel set up and whatnot. And, I need to get overlays made for my live streaming. It's all kind of just coming together at the moment. The artwork and whatnot for it, so. Because I got my old overlays, but they don't match my new style on my channel. That with the new Game Destroyer logo. So it's a case of, well, that's cool. Yeah, you know, yeah, just like Thomas on Mod Hub. So, you know, yeah, he is uploading the mods and that, but at times him doing that has helped me be able to find a hard to find mod, because he's re-uploaded it from some obscure site. So, you know, it's helpful that way. Yeah, I actually have a Discord under my YouTube name and that, but I've not got it fully set up yet, so I'm gonna set up some different rooms and whatnot. Make some adjustments here and there. I also need to get bots and whatnot set up for my chat, and as I say, my overlays. Oh, because once I get into a proper streaming schedule once I get into my studio and get into a proper streaming schedule, I'll need a lot of that stuff all set up, so I'm kind of taking my time getting everything right. Rather than racing it and not getting it right. Okay. Finally, we're nearly at 100% complete. It's like I've got Patreon for my, people to use if they want. I've got StreamYard for tips set up. Once I hit 1,000 subscribers, I'll be able to activate the that's where I've been fortunate. I've got fibre optic internet here, so I can send out, I've got plenty of data to go out. Yeah, I use OBS for streaming and recording. My preferred piece of software. I do use Restream as a go-between if I'm gonna. I've actually streamed simultaneous to YouTube, Twitch, and Mixer simultaneously before, so using Restream, which is a handy little piece of software with no real issues at all. But I don't think I'm really going to mess with Twitch much because it just became a mess over there. Mixer, I may go back to starting streaming on it again, but my main streaming will be done here on YouTube. Come on, give me the 100%. We can check things out. It's probably going to require me going back across the field a bit. Just get the final percent. Got to pop any time now. It's like 1 pixel left to go. But yeah, as I say, OBS is what I use. Well, OBS Studio anyway. I like it. It's a nice, powerful piece of software, and it doesn't use much resources to run. Okay, come on, come on, come on! Ah. Itchy eyeball. Ding! There we go. 116,000 and a 32,000 bonus. Thank you very much. And the field was, it came down about 100,000 in price. Wow, we're gonna have to do a lot of jobs on this field. Yeah, you're gonna be at that for a while, aren't you? Well, let's see now, where are these small fields? Well, field 3 and 4 are ones I own. Let us go down to 9, 12 and 15, and we will check the prices of those. I wanted to see how much the smaller fields are on this to buy. I'm looking to buy a couple more fields. Wow, this road is seriously rough. I don't think there's a smooth part on this road. They're into the cornflowers. They're into the sunflowers, I should say. Actually, look at these. What, field 14? Let's have a look how much field 14 is. Full of sunflowers. Okay. 1 million. Jesus. The fields are a little expensive around about this farm. That is for certain. Yeah. Yeah, it would. Especially with the speed some of them drive. I think I'm going the wrong way, haven't I? I will go down to 15 first. Down the edge of this lake. Unfortunately, yeah, the speed of some of them, I think I would be airborne by now. Halfway to the moon. Okay, 15. How much are you? 740,000. Good lord. Yeah, doesn't look like I'm going to be buying any more fields for a little while anyway. That is for certain. $616 for you. Where's the last field? Up there, 9. Oh, it's 10 and 11. Let's head over to those actually instead. Those are the smallest two fields I think on the map, so we will see how much those are. Hey, no problem. Thanks for coming out. I'll probably be live streaming again next weekend at some point. So, see you around, man. Have a good one. Okay, so we'll check out these fields over here and head back to the farm. See what's happening. Okay. I'm just gonna take this shortcut. There's a kind of bridle path here we're just gonna follow across. Not exactly a proper road or a track, but it will do. Oh, and then it disappears. So we're now driving through someone's field. There's 11, I think 10's up here next to it. Yep. Okay. How much are you? 233,000, okay. That's actually a better price. And then we got this one over here, which is how much? $280,000. Okay, excellent. So we got a couple of fields we can buy in the very near future, which is awesome. I head back up to the farm. I don't think we have any sugar beet equipment on the farm. I'm going to buy that sugar beet field in a heartbeat because it's ready to harvest. I believe anyway. It looked like it was. It looks like it's ready for topping out. Oh, we're over at the other farm area where the pigs and that are. Okay, we're coming up to 5 field 7 now as we head up here. Get past these guys. So, that crazy driving. Bring it around the corner. Hey. Good job there's no cops about. I'd have been busted. And, back into the entrance for Agrovation Farm. And head down here. Have a look around. Don't think any of this is sugar beet equipment, that's cedars. So if we were to buy that field, we'd probably have to buy a topper and whatnot. Yeah, no sugar beet equipment. Okay, well, I'm gonna park up. Once more, and I am going to finish up this live stream here. That's 3 hours, so that's a pretty good live stream. I will be back tomorrow with more episodes, and until then, everyone, stay safe.